Through a lifetime spent in the pursuit of knowledge, one question consumed me. How did our world come to be? The old ones perished 1,000 years ago, triggering the extinction of all life. She showed me how it was reborn.
How dare you have a memory of Ross, you scallywag Sylens.
Through her, I learned that life was only saved through a technological miracle. Zero Dawn. A terraforming system composed of 9 subordinate functions, each playing its part to reshape Earth from a barren rock to a lush landscape. Tended and protected by the machines. And with her, I learned the deepest secret of them all. The secret of her birth. That she is a clone of Elizabeth Subek, Zero Dawn's creator. Born to prevent a new extinction. Driven by Hades, a malevolent AI. Given sentience by a mysterious signal of unknown origin. And with a little help from me. She prevailed in a great battle at the city of Meridian. Becoming a champion for all humankind.
I like that.
But as useful as she has been, now, I must leave her behind. For as she strives to put right what Hades sundered, I have made a new discovery. One that heralds both destruction and opportunity.
Silent, you mysterious scallywag. Oh, goodness. All right. So, there we go. Nice quick recap for us. Wonderlaw says, I do really like the updates that they've done to Aloy's mod. I'm not sure how long this is in the future. But I get the impression that it's at least a few years in the future. So yeah, I mean, it would make sense. Aloy was what? 16? 18-ish? It's only 6 months. That makes a little bit less sense then. Well, we'll see, I guess. I'm surprised they had a recap. Nice. Yeah, no, that was actually quite nice. Ready for some actual Forbidden West FMVs? I think so. Can I see some whistle bushes in chat? We need good luck. I need plenty of cover before I leave my my safe menu. I need to know that I'm going to be able to dart from one point to the next and lure my enemies in there. Ghost Story. It's a trick super hard mode. Like original XCOM. It's like, yeah, all difficulties are actually brutal. Due to a bug that never got fixed. Ooh. The rumble in this controller is amazing. Absolutely fantastic.
I'm running out of time, Elizabeth. The land is dying. People are suffering. Soon, we'll starve. All because of a terraforming system that's spiraling out of control. And only I can fix it. Only I have your genetic code. It won't be long before we hit the point of no return. And then... extinction. I've been searching for months for what I need. A backup of GAIA, the AIU designed to control the system. But every time I think I have a lead, it comes to nothing.
He certainly looks more than 6 months
Every
older.
night, I have the same dream.
Got the same ruddy complexion though, and I like that.
I'm walking under a brilliant night sky,
Looking down.
through a field of flowers. And when I arrive at the center, I see you, Elizabeth. Waiting for me. Even though you've been dead for 1,000 years. You're the closest person I've ever had to a mother. And for a moment, I feel whole. But it never lasts. I'm always left alone. This world is your legacy, Elizabeth. I won't let it slip away.
Fantastic texture on his skin there. On the
The
chin
valley
and
below
cheeks.
is my only remaining lead. My last hope to find the backup. I'll do whatever it takes to get it. I promise. Varl?
If it isn't Aloy, the savior of Meridian, anointed of the Nora.
You know I hate being called that stuff.
Well, consider it a punishment for running out on us the very same night we beat Hades.
I grew up an outcast. Remember, I'm not much for parties.
Yeah. That one was in your honor. Just saying. So, what are we doing? Must be urgent since you left so fast. Delving into ancient ruins? Or maybe it has something to do with the Blight.
Both, actually. But, I should...
Oh no. I've been tracking you a long way. It's okay. After everything you've done to help the Nora and my family, I swore an oath to help you, no matter what. You're stuck with me now. Like bark on wood.
Okay. But, if you're going to come with me, you'll need to be able to see what I see.
Oh.
A focus. Never thought I'd get your second sight.
I'll give you another one later and show you how to back up your data.
Data?
Information on the device. We've got a lot to cover. I'll have to explain everything as we go.
You see like this all the time?
Since I was a little girl. Come on.
So many questions. Would you get a second one? Oh, I mean, to be fair. By the end of the first game, I mean, Foci were probably
I got a couple of scrapes on the way here. We should find
penny a
some
dozen, really.
Stock up. So it's time for your first lesson with the focus.
Sounds good. Let's get started.
Oh, that's very clever.
These plants don't look like the ones in the sacred land.
Super clever.
The focus helps you see the ones we need.
Aloy, there would be no reason to have a tutorial for Aloy on using the focus. For example, if you came into this game on the second game, not the first, so they're assuming that, well, they have to assume that you haven't had the experience of the first game. So, but there's no reason at all for Aloy to need a new tutorial on how to use the focus, because in game she already knows at this point. The first game, she was a child and it was the first time she'd used it. So by introducing Val here and her giving him a focus, this is a way for them to, within character of the story, do a tutorial on the focus. That's such a clever idea. I've got to hand it to the devs. That's a fantastic one.
There. Those plants by the stream should do the trick.
Really clever. I like that. So, limited number of medicinal berries in your medicine pouch. Tap up once to heal using a medicinal berry from the medicine pouch. Okay, fair enough.
Bitter?
Yeah, well, at least they make you feel better. All right,
Eventually.
we should keep going.
Might want to grab more of these plants along the way.
Absolutely do,
good
yes.
idea.
I wonder. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, I like the fact that I can have it pulse and show things to me. And we can still do it this way as well. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I like it. Now, to keep the universe in balance, as much as I am really down with the way the devs had a kind of in-universe way of introducing a new tutorial on the same stuff as we already knew from the first game, I will say that that opening sequence was a bit exposition-y. It didn't feel like that was one of the things that I loved about the original game. Is it just straight up had a cold open, and whenever there was exposition, it felt very natural to the conversation. It felt very natural to the situation. It never felt like exposition. It absolutely was, but they'd done a very good way, very good job of basically concealing it. Whereas that felt a little bit like. It didn't feel like the kind of interactions that Aloy and Val had in the past. Let's have a look. Okay, my focus seems to know who Val is. Ooh. Wait, is this... Oh, well, you know what? I'll say what I'm thinking rather than just humming and waiting to see if I'm right or not, so I can save myself the embarrassment if I'm wrong. But it looked almost as if my focus was highlighting surfaces and angles.
Looking dapper.
See, there's nothing there now. There is definitely something being highlighted now. Very faintly along the edge of that log. As if the focus is picking out the edges of distant objects and bringing them into stark relief for me. Back while moving forward to vault onto obstacles. Yes, yes.
This stuff spreads fast.
6 months ago, the land was fine. Now it's everywhere.
Okay, so yeah, that does put this out about 6 months from the events in Meridian. Aloy honestly looks like it's been a hard 6 months. I'm just going to put that out there. Aloy looks a little bit more aged than 6 months. Val seems... Well, it's hard with a guy.
A long way to get here.
A beard hides a multitude of sins.
You a couple
That's
times
where we
too.
need to go.
I see a few ways down. What are we after exactly?
The backup? Well, it's an AI. It's hard to explain. Think of it like a set of instructions that can fix the world.
Sounds complicated. Noticed
Almost
you're
swan dive, nice.
traveling light these days.
Yeah, I ran into some trouble on the way here. Lost a lot of my gear.
I noticed you still got some of those awesome shield components, though, sewn onto your gear. Now, this is actually a big question that I had. Is there any continuation from what I did in the first game? All my save data is on the PS5 right now, so it does have access to information on what I did in the first game. So I'm wondering if the armor I have, to any degree, is a reflection of that. Hey, yo, Splat, how you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for the raid. And thank you, everyone, for the support in chat. I'm sorry I haven't been calling it out as much. I am going to be so into my theory crafting in this game. I hope you can forgive me.
But we can use the line to slide down.
Because once I'm thinking aloud about something, it is going to be hard to stop me. Any plants down here? Have you got any plans to check this out, Splat? Thank you again for the raid, mate. That was really, really kind of you. What were you playing? Juniper Jess and Blue Adder, thank you very much for the subs. Oh, Tales of the Magi. Nice. I haven't played that in so ridiculously long. The water effects down there look gorgeous. Oh. Right, okay, so that's actually pretty cool. It wasn't showing me that this was there. Previously, I probably would have had a bit more of a notification that was there first.
A few supplies.
Okay, so we can zip line our way down or we can swan dive. I want a zip line, but at the same time, I want a swan dive. Oh, okay. No, this is absolutely giving me information. I was wondering when it was highlighting that on the rock face. Sorry, on the rock face, on the log. I'm looking at the rock face now. I think my focus is giving me geometric data for the use of climbing. Is this how Hugh, the Borg, sees the world? I think it might be. We've got Borg technology in this focus. Am I confident enough that I know I do not know the controls enough on the PS5. I am not that confident. I am not going to just take a leap of faith. No. Not anymore. Take your filthy insinuations away from here. I don't want to hear anything about it. Picard was just a fever dream. Hugh is still alive and well. Alright, well, let's see if we can do it. Now. What was it? Was it circle? I think it was circle. Let's see. Whoop. It was not. Sadly. Okay, well, we didn't get the swan dive. Much sadness. But we can swim, chat. This is very nice. Oh, shush. You had plenty of time to sucking some massive gulps of air before we hit the water. Oxygen low my backside. It's fine. It is super pretty, yeah. The focus was designed by Naughty Dog. Maybe. But that is gorgeous, though. I love the fact that it was highlighting so much. Is that something I can look at? Now, there were very few, but there were some invisible walls in Horizon Zero Dawn. And where there weren't invisible walls, there were natural barriers to my progress. Oh, we've got lines over here. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, yes, they are. Well, now, I approve of this enormously. That was one of those, like, I understood it for game design reasons. They needed to have marked areas all over the world where you could climb, because they didn't want to have to make it that free. Ooh, what? Oh, I can gather the plant. That's pretty cool. But it was always this question: who on earth is, especially when you were in a like back end of nowhere kind of location? It's like, who's going around the world just painting these stakes and hammering them into walls and you know, dyeing the lips of cliffs? I think this is actually a much better in-universe way of presenting this information, because this is no longer like, you know, some Banuk was out there dyeing the side of a mountain. This is actually, the focus is analyzing geometric data and giving me suggestions on where I'll be able to climb.
Looking dapper.
I really like that, actually. Really, really like that. Hello, home again.
The ground stained red. The blight must be infecting the soil.
Okay. Can I interact with it? Does it hurt me? Can I gather it? Can I make arrows out of it? Aloy does not like it. Fair enough. It's asking me to examine something, but I'm not sure what. Game. There we go.
Oh, whatever I just touched was slimy.
Well done, Val. It's like, oh yeah, you got this. I think it's probably quite wise that you're the one that touches everything. I'm over here learning about the focus. I'm your apprentice. I'm just going to observe and learn what not to do by watching what you do.
This stuff spreads fast.
Now it's everywhere.
It is. What on earth is it? Some sort of... I mean... That... Is it an infected plant, or is the plant itself some sort of infection? Is it a symptom or a cause? Tilly, now's not the time, sweetheart. Ooh. Oh, hang on a second. What? Bring up some information there. Machine catalog. Let's have a look at the oh, variants. Nice. Tilly does want something though, so while we're looking at this, I will quickly go and let Tilly go grab some noms. Hey, oh, mangled pork. Pharaoh plague number 2. This time it's an actual plague. It's a little bit attention needy more than usual at the moment. Because the storm has spooked her, and so she doesn't really want to go out, but she does want to go out, so it's kind of like, yeah. She is going to be bugging me all the way through the stream, I'm afraid. So I hope you can forgive me if I have to take frequent breaks to go get her food or to give her a little bit of attention. Open the door for her so she can look outside and then decide not to go outside. You know, regular cat things. Yeah, she wants to go out, but not in that. No, that's absolutely correct. It's like 100-mile-an-hour wind. Right. It's not actually 100 mile an hour, by the way. Don't worry. I think that's like hurricane level, isn't it? Or something crazy. Do we have any more information about this? It is pretty stormy out there right now. Level 12, acquisition, lightweight. A flying scavenger that is often seen in small groups. It can pick up small machine carcasses for recycling and fire frost attacks from long range. Iota overrides. Weak versus fire damage, shock damage. Strong versus frost damage. Hard outer casing to protect synthetic muscle. Okay, so just the general loot from the whole Glintork. Beak. Serrated beak for salvaging machines, carcasses, detach or destroy to disable this ability. Loot something or other. I don't know what that is. Detachable. Component can be detached with tear damage. Ability removal. Destroyed when killed. Component is destroyed if not detached. Key upgrade resource. Component is valuable for upgrading weapons. I can upgrade... I really hope that the crafting system is being made a little bit deeper. Really looking forward to that. Aavak, I'm in the red zone for this storm. I'll let you know how it goes. So, best of luck, mate. The chill water sack. Chill water storage, destroy to disable frost attacks, or leave intact to add loot to the carcass. Okay. Persists when killed. I love it that it's now telling me a little bit more about it, like whether it's destroyed if the creature is killed while it's attached or not. That's actually pretty cool. Contains resources if intact. Leave components on the machine to gain valuable resources. This is actually really, really cool. Inspect loot button. Ah, yeah. Good call. Okay, upgrading weapon outfits or selling for metal shards. Alright. No, that's super useful. There was something purple over yonder. Maybe not. Maybe I'm making that up. I'm going to be doing that constantly, by the way. I hope this sound effect does not get too annoying. Oh no, there was something purple. My eyes did not deceive me. Look, don't even pretend for a second that you wouldn't have gone for a closer look on that waterfall just in case there wasn't a cave behind it. Don't lie to me. We all know that's what everyone thinks about when they see a cave. Sorry, a waterfall. Is potential for a cave. Uh-oh, uh-oh. That is not good. Aloy! Okay. Fair enough. It appears that Aloy's goat genetics have taken a bit of a turn for the worst. You always have to check. Yep. Always. If you don't check waterfalls for potential caves, are you even a gamer? That's like going where the game seems to be implying you should go to make progress in an RPG before you've checked everywhere else. There's just some things that you just shouldn't do. Let's have a look at the notebook. Is there anything else particularly in here? Oh. Okay, Val. Val is the warrior from the Rustic Nora Rustic? His mother's, Sona, is the tribe's war chief. Known for her iron will and stern disposition, she trained him to become a skilled... Oh, okay, so each character's got quite a lot. Wow. Skilled hunter, with his little sister Vala following in their footsteps. When the militant cult known as the Eclipse murdered a number of Nora youth, including Vala, Val teamed up with Aloy to exact vengeance. Since then, the two have shared a bond fueled by mutual respect and common values. They fought side by side in a number of engagements, culminating in the Battle of the Elite, in which the Eclipse were finally vanquished, along with their buried shadow, the rogue AI known as Hades. When Aloy vanished after the battle, Val tracked her into the wilderness. Although they once shunned her as an outcast, his tribe now believes that she is the Anointed, destined to carry out the will of the All-Mother, their goddess. As such, he feels a spiritual responsibility to assist her that goes beyond mere friendship. I'm not sure I like the third person, again, the kind of exposition feel of this text. I'm not sure I like it. I'm going to be honest. I liked the first game where everything was more or less through the eyes of Aloy rather than speaking to the player. I've got Elizabeth Sobek, GAIA, Travis Tate. Huh. Hades, Ted Faro, Rost, Sylens. For Aloy, an outcast of the Nora tribe from birth, growing up in the machine-dominated wilderness was a lonely, solitary existence. Her only companion was the stern, impassive recluse who fostered her, Rost. An outcast himself, he raised her away from the tribe, ceaselessly training her to hunt and fight. From him, she learned to survive any physical hardship, to scorn comforts as weakness. But what she most wanted to know, the answer to the riddles of her birth, he could not teach her. I don't know. Her only companion was the stern, impassive recluse who fostered her. You could have just said her only companion was her father. My lord. On the eve of the proving, the tribe's rite of passage that offered Aloy a chance to join their ranks and finally obtain the answers she sought, Rost resolved to leave the Nora's sacred land for good. His greatest wish was for Aloy to embrace her new life within the tribe, a life that he could never be a part of. Aloy could not reconcile with this notion. His companionship, distant and taciturn as it was the only source of warmth she had ever known, and to lose him was akin to abandonment. But he didn't go far. When a mysterious band of outsiders attacked the proving, killing the other contestants, he intervened to save Aloy's life at the cost of his own. It was only through his sacrifice that Aloy survived to unravel the mysteries of the ancient world and her connection to it. Aavak hates the game. Shush, Belial. Also, Tilly is back. I'm afraid that she's going to be back and forth for a little bit until she actually gets what she wants, which does require her to tell me what she wants, but she is, at heart, an RPG playing cat. She wants to exhaust all other dialogue options before the one that will progress the story. Come on then, Tilly. All right. She finally admitted that she wanted to go outside. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be playing this skipping the first game. That is why they've done it like this. But it does feel a little bit strange, in a way, after the first game. Right. Okay. I'm going to have to... Right, okay. On the first tea break, chat, I rely on you. Remind me. Also, for some reason, like, everything just went weird on my screen. But remind me on the first tea break to go and let Tilly in. Oh my lord. Please, game, no. Why? My computer's like, but the monitor. The monitor just disconnected and reconnected. No, it didn't. I just wasn't using the monitor to look at the screen. Stop being so needy. Computer. There we go. Tilly's a cat. Tally is a ferret. Those Windows 10 sounds, I know, right? We'll read through these little by little here and there. I'm not going to read through all of them right now. But it is actually kind of cool to see character models for all of them. Okay. Bunch of tutorials there. We'll see.
A lot of arrows in that machine. Better take a closer look.
Oh, just as soon as I pick up some more healing herbs. Oh, I wonder. Are there going to be things down here I can collect? Am I going to have to search underwater now as well? Well, I'm okay with that idea, but... Oh wow, Aloy. You swim like a fish. There it is! Ha-ha! Embrace the salmon DNA. Oh no. How many different creatures is Aloy? Is Aloy a chimera? Aloy wasn't actually a clone after all. Aloy is a chimera. Aloy is all of the best traits from fish and fowl and mammal alike. The perfect species. Aloy is a salmon goat. And more besides, probably. All we now need to do is be able to fly. Apparently I can't go this way, but I can. But I can't. Okay, fair enough. No, Elizabeth was the Chimera. Aloy is just a clone of the Chimera. That's why Elizabeth was so connected to all life on Earth. Ah, we're starting to get to the real answers and the real questions. Now, chat. Well done. Keep the theories coming. What's that? I can't pick that up, sad. Alright. Investigate it. Apparently I don't get to investigate it. Alright. Tells me to go there and then I can't do anything with it. That ladder there that I can use. Aavak sequence breaking the game already. What? Have I sequence broken? Oh dear. Let me run back and run back down. Hello, thing that I've seen for the first time. Yes, I've approached from the only direction that I've known about. Yes. Maybe I need to add an extra arrow to it. I don't know. Maybe there are footprints or something. I mean, that is currently my primary quest, so let me just have a look in here. Examine the machine carcass. Okay. But how? Yeah, the game is stupidly beautiful, yeah. I just need to have a look at the right part. I'm definitely having some issues with the
Looking dapper.
like there were sequences up top which were a little bit difficult to get, like hunting the pixel to be able to use the investigate ability. I'm pressing the right button, but it's not doing anything. Yeah, maybe Val is meant to be with me. That's a good point. Val, where are you? I haven't seen Val for ages. Val, are you alive? Val? God damn it, Val. You insisted to come with me, and then you get lost. Val! What are you doing? Are you trying to drink the lake? Val, stop.
Machine carcasses as usual. And there they go.
Looks like they left a carcass behind.
Don't ask, chat. Don't ask. Just don't ask. It's fine. Val was the one sequence breaking after all. You say Val is bad at swimming, but that probably takes quite a lot of effort to swim in place like that. Maybe I can swan dive again. I, once again, cannot. Oh yeah, he's not treading water though, that's the thing. Ah, there we go. Bloody Val. Val! Get your backside down here. I want to... Oh, I'm going to have to go back and listen to what he's going to say, I imagine. Val, seriously. You had one job, Val.